What's going on, guys? Welcome back. This week we're going to look into making some interactive keyrings that you can share with your friends and family, which they can scan with their phone and they can access your socials, such as things like YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, you name it. You'll be able to make one of these and they'll be able to access it. So these are a few different ones I've made so far. You can see we've got it's like a pearlescent acrylic and gold Instagram one. We can get that in focus. We've got a black and gold Instagram one as well. And then we've got one here at the bottom, which is Twitch. So let me show you how these work. You can get your mobile phone. Most modern mobile phones these days will have an NFC reader in the top of them. So if I take my mobile phone, unlock it, I can then use the NFC reader there. A link should have popped up on the bottom. And then that has opened up my Instagram. So all these are, they're acrylic keyrings, but they have NFC tags embedded in them. So like I said, you can edit these NFC tags to have any link associated with them. And then, like I said, with your phone, if you use it to scan the NFC tag, we can load up. So that's loaded up the Twitch one. So let's have a look from start to finish, guys. Have a look at the design. Then we'll go into cutting it out on the engraver, then putting it all together and programming the NFC tag. To program the tag, honestly, it's so simple. It's just an app you can use on your mobile phone. You scan it, you put the link address in, send it to it, and it's that easy. I will put a link down in the description for the application I used as well, and you'll see it throughout the video as well if you wanted to try it out. But before we get into it, guys, I would like to give a massive shout out to Aeon Laser. Again, today's video sponsor for sending me this laser. This laser has made making things like this so simple and easy. Honestly, I can design them in a couple of seconds on the computer and just send them to the laser and just run them off literally in seconds. But where I'll be producing lots of these at once to make to sell online, where I know I've cut loads out ready to glue, I can chuck another sheet on, press go, I can start gluing them, and I know once I've glued those pieces together, the next sheet is done and I'm ready to put them on top as well. So yeah, massive shout out to Aeon Laser, guys. Check out the links down in the description if you want to check out the lasers they do offer. And at the moment, if you do quote Mark AM, they do give you 5% off. There will be an affiliate link you can click as well, guys, which if you do purchase on them, it does help me. They do pay me a small amount of commission for it, but it doesn't increase the price or anything for you in any way at all. Right, so let's get into it, guys, and let's start making this. So let's go through the process now of making these from start to finish. It is very simple to do. You start off by making your design. The great thing about doing ones for social media is the design already exists. You can just drag it into Inkscape and you can trace it or however you want to make it. So here you can see I've got a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and a YouTube one up here. So for this video today, I'm going to be making this Twitch icon one. So you can see there's a few different colors here. All this is broken up into separate parts. So we've got the background. So obviously just a circle with the cutout there. The keyring is going to go through there. We've got this white border. And then we've got the eyes, which I'll put down here. But you'll see the eye shapes are also cut out of this white piece. So when we're gluing it all together, obviously we can pop them in and glue them in as well. Don't really have to do that with designs like this, but I'm going to do it today just to obviously show you from start to finish a full keyring and how to do it. Okay, so let's have a look at the NFC readers. So it's these small discs, it's just a plastic disc, and obviously the chip is like glued between two very thin pieces of plastic. Now I have found online you can get sticker versions of this, which I have ordered some from China. They're just taking absolutely ages to come. So to program these, it is very simple. As you can see here on my phone, I've got an iPhone, and this has an NFC reader in the top left here. And I've got an app called NFC Tools. If I open that up, go to the main menu, you see this is literally the menu. You've got read, write, other, and my saved tags. So I'm just going to read first of all, just to make sure this works. There we go, read that straight away. I can see there's nothing on there, it's just the tag, no links or anything saved yet. So back up the menu. Okay, so to add your own custom links to these NFC tags, it's very simple. So with the app, second option down, you've got write, and then you'll be presented with this screen. So you've got add record, more options, or write. So first of all, I want to add record, and we're going to add a URL. Let's put in www.youtube.com/MarkAM. I think that's my YouTube link. So we're going to press OK. Now we can see there the link has been added, and that is 23 bytes. So now I want to write this to this tag. So once we've added that on, press write, get your tag, hold it there, and you can see straight away, it takes like a second to do it. It's so quick. So now if we lock my phone, unlock, and I just get the tag, and there we go, a link has popped up there. I can open that up, and my YouTube page opens up. Again, we'll close all these just to show you how easy it is. And honestly, guys, it is so simple. You haven't got to go into your phone, unlock it to open up the camera to try and scan a QR code or anything. You just literally get the NFC tag, whatever the NFC reader is on the phone, you just find it and you can just hold it there and literally it'll open up within seconds. So these are a couple I've made so far, guys. We've got the black and gold acrylic Instagram. I've got the YouTube logo, Facebook, and then I got TikTok. With the TikTok one, I decided to go with like a pearlescent logo, because I know the logo is like black and white, but I was just testing out to see how that would look. And I thought it turned out really well. Now, the way these are made, because we are layering up the parts of acrylic, so we've got the one piece on the back, and then obviously we've got the gold and the other piece to the logo sat on top. Obviously, it won't really work that well with one of these just sitting on there. What I have to do at the moment is with the design, I've actually designed it so I've got a circle the exact same size as this that just engraves very slightly on the back base plate. So then this sits in there so everything's flush, so I can glue that inside, and then we can glue the rest of the keyring on top. But again, we'll go into that in a moment when we start cutting out and engraving the pieces. So like I said, I'm going to be doing the Twitch logo today, and I've designed this one in a way so this part of the logo will sit directly over where that's going to go. So we need to, if we get that centered there with that, we know we can move the back piece up. And then that tag is going to be completely covered by this part of the keyring. Now with this type of keyring, it wasn't so hard to do because the way it's designed is the actual logo is quite big. So it's going to cover the whole part of that very easily, so you haven't got any problems with it. But with the Twitch one, there's a little bit less to the logo, a few more gaps, so we've just designed it in the way. So it might be a little bit bigger, but it's just so that part can cover the tag completely. That's if you want to cover the tag completely. Don't have to do it. Personal preference is just how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to connect the computer to the laser. We'll start the laser up. We'll import the files, and then we'll start cutting and engraving out of the relevant colors. Right, so hopefully you can make this out now. So I've got the laptop connected to the laser. The laser's powered on, that's why it's quite noisy. But you'll see this part of the design. Let me just show you. You can see the piece of acrylic there, and that's the camera right there. So that's looking directly down on the bed. So that's what this is here. This is a live feed of the camera looking down on the piece of acrylic. So I'm able just to chuck my piece of material in there, in this case that piece of acrylic, and then I can use the camera to line up exactly where the piece is going to cut, usually to get this piece in the right place and try and keep down the amount of waste you've got, especially with stuff like acrylic because it is so expensive. You've got to go in there, you've got to get your piece, move it, and then you've got to frame it constantly and just to make sure it's in the right place. But with the Aeon Laser's built-in camera, this makes it so much easier for me. So I've got that in place there. Like I said earlier, we've got to take a small bit out of the top layer of the acrylic so we can sit the disc in. So obviously it's going to be flush then with the top surface so we can glue the rest of the logo on. So that's what that is. That's just going to run a very quick pass just to take out about 1 mil of the top layer, and then we can do the cut. Then we can bring it out, put our white piece of acrylic in it, again line it up using the built-in camera, and then we can glue it all together. So let's get this started on the laser, and then we'll come back and we'll start gluing it all together. Right, so we've got our bits done. That is the main part of the keyring, and then the tag is going to sit inside that. So then that is nice and flush. We got then the logo, which is going to sit over the top of that. The eyes, which are going to go in there. A lot easier than what I thought. And then lastly, just the frame then on the outside. We got to remember there is a hole there for the keyring, so make sure we put that the right way and that the right way. First things first though, let's register this NFC tag. So again, we're going to get our phone with the app NFC Tools installed, and now we're going to go right. Add record. Now I don't have Twitch myself that I use, but I have a good friend of mine who has started using it recently, so we're going to use his link. I'm sure he won't mind. So I believe it's www.twitch.tv/Stansberg. Hope I got it right there for you, mate. And then okay. So we can see now that link is saved there. Now we just need to write that. Again, it's only 24 bytes. Click that, and then we're going to scan the NFC tag. Straight away, that is done. That's all we need to do is test it. Very simple. Just scan the code with your phone. If you've got the app, obviously it'll open up the app, but I haven't, so it's just opened up Safari, and it's opened up his Twitch streaming account. If you're into watching somebody play Diablo 4, check him out. I'm sure he's very good at it. I wouldn't have a clue. But yeah, I'll put the link down in the description if you want to check him out. Okay, so now we know that works. Just need to get some glue. Just going to use some, it's just super glue basically. And let's put this in place. We just dab a little bit. You don't want too much because we don't really want it on like the outer part of the keyring. Just hold that down. Sets pretty quick. So that's set on there. Now we need to stick this part on top and try and cover the NFC tag as much as possible. And obviously it needs so the hole is at the top. So I'm happy with that. We'll pop a tiny bit of glue on the back of this. Again, like I said, you don't need lots of glue because super glue glues acrylic to acrylic really well. That's set straight away. We will do the eyes next. Let's just try and dab a tiny bit of glue on there. Try and get this in there then without touching the sides. Looking good. Now it's just this one bit. Again, I don't want to get much glue around this so it leaks out the bottom and the sides. And I'll just try and put that in the perfect place first time. It's looking good. That's solid. Like I said, glue, super glue, CA glue with acrylic works absolutely amazing. Ain't ever gonna break. So that is nice and sturdy. That's not going to break anytime soon. Before we do put the keyring on, I've got the tape still on the back of there. This is actually a transparent purple, so you can actually see the NFC tag inside. It's pretty cool. So for the keyrings, I've got lots of different colors. I've got gold, silver, and black. These are very cheap from China. They're even really cheap on Amazon themselves. I'll put a couple of links down in the description if you want to check out where I got these from. Like I said, dirt cheap, pack of 50, or literally just a couple of quid. It's just a case of trying to feed this loop through it. I've never been good at this. I'm sure there's an knack to it. There we go. A very simple, interactive keyring, which works so quick. Look at that. Literally loads in seconds. So there we have it, guys. This was a nice, quick and easy video showing you from start to finish how to make these amazing, very simple to make, very cheap to make interactive key rings, where you can literally put whatever website you want, scan them, and then you're just going to be able to load up the app. And then you can just get people to subscribe to you, like your stuff very quickly. If you meet someone on the street and they want to check out, something you're making, bang, pop it on there, and they can check it out straight away. So guys, I will put a link down in the description if you want to access some of these files. I'll put a couple of them up on my Patreon. So yeah, check that out if you want to download any of these and give any of these a go. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. It was a fun little project to do. And like I said, there's so many possibilities with it. If you want to make gifts for friends, stuff like that, or if you want to make them to sell them online, you can make a good little bit of profit with these, to be fair. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, it would help me out and the channel out a ton. If you did like the video, put a comment down to let me know you did like it. And if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe, guys. And don't forget, I've got a big giveaway coming up soon, guys, where I will be giving a laser away. So if you're not subscribed, guys, definitely subscribe for that. And don't miss that. That'll be coming up very, very soon. Anyway, guys, I do hope you enjoyed it. We will see you in the next one. Ta-da now.